This is VIVA 365. I'm Michael Jaff, joined by my colleagues Gary Ansel from Columbus, Ohio, Mark Burkett from Toledo, Ohio, and John Kaufman from Portland, Oregon. And we're here to talk about drug-coated balloons, but a specific thing that we learned in late-breaking trials about the IN.PACT SFA study in diabetic patients.
Yeah, this trial really, we're looking at the subset of diabetics of the 2-to-1 randomization. So we have a nice randomized trial, and it showed benefit, significant benefit, even in the diabetic population.
Now, John, hold my horses here, but the truth of the matter is, even though we knew that the results of this large-scale randomized multi-center multinational study presented all the way back several months ago looked really strong, looking at the drug-coated balloon, we would never have expected that this would have done just as well in diabetic as a non-diabetic population.
Yeah, no, I think that's a phenomenal result and phenomenally important because although this is a subset of this study, diabetes is a prevalent problem throughout the world. There are very few developing countries where this isn't a huge issue. So to have this kind of information and see that this works in this population, I think is really a very meaningful result for us.
And Mark, a lot of people criticize subset analyses that they weren't primary endpoints and they weren't the initial intended group, but if you look at the emerging body of literature in drug-coated balloons, Levant, IN.PACT, other stuff that's coming, I think these subsets are really important. This is just one example of it.
Yeah, I think that's right. And one of the things that I think is noteworthy is that this was not an analysis that came up after the study was completed. This was one that was anticipated by the investigators up front. So I think that adds legitimacy to this observation, and it's a very valuable observation.
So we have our first drug-coated balloon approved for use in the United States. I know, Gary, you've already started using it. I think that this is absolutely going to disrupt some of the standard algorithms for the treatment of PAD, and we'll have to wait to see as more data comes out and more devices get approved. That's VIVA 365.